Welcome back to SV Basic. Looks like a beautiful day out here. Perfect conditions to head out. Got a nice light breeze blowing 12 to 15 out of the northwest. It would appear to be just ideal for us to leave. But we're trapped here. The port is closed to recreational and UPVs, that's uninspected passenger vessels. And that's been our problem, is these river systems and their bar conditions and the sea state out there. If one opens up for a short minute, the next one south may not be open. And that's been our case. Right now, they're all closed. The larger fishing vessels could travel in and out, but not us. You know, I feel confident in our boat and us, but there's a lot of things to consider. Yeah, we could probably make it across the bar, but with the bar closed, insurance becomes an issue. If something were to happen, we would not be covered. And these are things we have to consider. So for now, unfortunately, we wait. We need to wait for better conditions, that multiple bars open up so we have options when we start heading south. It's the first day it hasn't rained in a while. It has been brutal here. 28 out of 31 days it rained, and it rained hard here. I learned a lot about our boat. Things that we did well, and some things I need to improve on. And that's what I want to look at today, is start looking at some of these places that, with this driving weather, I mean, days we were having 3 inches of rain and blowing 40s and 50s. We found a few little spots on the boat that need some attention. So I'm gonna jump on those today while I have the weather and see if we get some of these fixed. So let's get to work. Okay, with all this extreme weather we've had, you know, we did learn quite a bit about our boat. Things we did right and things we need to improve on. So we're gonna start taking a look at some of these spots that obviously we need to make adjustments. If this happened once, it could happen again. And here's what I'm talking about. Some of the issues we're having is because rain is coming against this bulkhead here, and it's driving, when it's coming out of the south, it's driving here 40 miles an hour and just heavy rain. This window here, this window here, they both had a small drip coming out of them. I'm gonna pull this window and reseal it. And this one wasn't as bad, but I think I'll pull that one at the same time. With the rain driving in here, look at this. My engine controls have fogged up a little bit. Moisture's getting in here, even though I put these weather covers on. So we're gonna build some covers for these. I'd like to build a cover for this, keep some of the moisture out of the engine controls. And this, I put a piece of plastic over this, but so much water's coming in through the stove. Look at this. It is not good for it. We're gonna build a cover for that. We just have to start protecting this boat if we want it to last. And this was a good test for us. This was extreme weather this past month, and you know, we learned some of our weak spots, so we're gonna get those corrected. Okay, let's address this window first. It's a nice simple window to fix because it just clamshells onto this bulkhead with a seal on it. Obviously, some part of the seal has failed because when that wind was pounding out of the south with that heavy rainfall, we got a small little trickle here, and I got maybe a quarter teaspoon, half a teaspoon of moisture that landed down on the counter here. So we'll tear this out and just put a new seal on it. Shouldn't take long, but I want to get it done because I don't want that moisture coming around and potentially getting into the boat anywhere. Now the trick is removing this without dropping too many pieces. Okay, I can see the moisture already under here. Here's where it was coming in, right at the bottom here. So we'll get this cleaned up and reseal this. Okay, I've got this all cleaned up. Now I'm gonna go look at that actual window frame and see if I could detect where the water was coming in. Okay, after looking at this real close, I can see I had nice compression on this gasket, with the exception of right here on this corner. It looks like that's the culprit. There was only maybe a 1/16 of an inch of coverage there. So I'm going to reapply this gasket and install this window. I think that'll solve our problem. Okay, I have the new seal put on this window. I feel good about this. You know, there wasn't that much water that came through, but as I see these little issues popping up, I'm going to fix them as fast as I can. I want to make sure this boat stays clean and dry. So let's pop this back in. Start to finish, this project only took me 15 minutes. Okay, this is all done. Well, we're getting big winds out of the south again tomorrow with driving rain, so I'll report back and see how I did. Okay, I feel real good about replacing the seal on that window there. So I just pulled that one out and did the same thing. Next quick project I want to do, well, this one may take a little longer, is attack this stovetop. This is a Force 10 stovetop. It is a marine stove, but it's not designed to be out in this kind of weather. I did build a cutting board that goes over it, but water intrudes around this perimeter. So we need to build some sort of cover, and that's where Lynn's coming in. She's gonna put her sewing machine to use and start sewing up a nice canvas cover for this. We need to stop this water from coming into this. It's not designed to have this much weather. Okay, the first thing I want to do is clean all this water out of here. I mean, there's a ½ inch of water in here. Got all the water out. That's the easy part. Now I'm cleaning it up, and then I'll test fire, make sure everything's running smooth before we start getting measurements for this new cover. In the summertime, we use this thing daily. So far this winter, not once. But we got to keep it nice and clean and operational because we have big plans for this as the weather gets better. It's nothing better than cooking out here, sitting out on a nice day, and just enjoying the sunshine. It's just been a while for us. Okay, she's all cleaned up. Let's test fire this. Oh yeah, fire's right up. Okay, I feel good about that. Everything is working perfectly. It's all cleaned up. I'll get some hard measurements now on this. Tomorrow's gonna be a miserable day. Be a good day to start sewing covers. I'll try to protect this as much as I can, but I'll get some hard measurements now so we have something to go by. Okay, while we're at it, I think it's a good idea to make a cover for the engine controls. I don't want to get tons of moisture down inside these, so we'll make a nice cover for this as well as the engine control panels.
It sounds like Teal's about done with his project, and we just finished a unit. So we're going to take full advantage of sunshine, which is really rare around here these days, and we're going to go for a walk.
Compass, you gonna go for a walk? You gonna go for a walk?
Compass gets really excited.
Yeah, he always gets super excited when he sees his collar. And it's really adorable because he puts his own paws in. Let's go.
This is so nice. It feels so good to get some vitamin D.
Okay, I'm about done. Hang on. What do you think?
Looks good.
Okay, let's go. Feels good to get a little exercise, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, I feel like we've been cooped up inside for a month or so. I mean, it feels like hibernating because the driving rain doesn't allow us to get out and stretch our legs and just get some exercise in. And it's just, I mean, we normally usually average about 15 to 20,000 steps a day. And now I think we'd be hard pressed to get 5,000 steps in.
Actually, I'll check our stats when we get back. I'm curious.
It's embarrassing.
It feels like about that though.
Especially since we're still eating quite a bit. I don't want to have extra poundage.
We have to keep that insulation up.
I know. And tonight I'm making lasagna, so you know, this extra 10,000 steps is gonna really kind of make me feel less guilty.
That's right.
Teal helped me out and took all the measurements yesterday so then I could start my sewing project. It's kind of funny. It's been a while since I've sewn anything for our boat. I did on the last one, which was kind of funny because we were down in Mexico and we started noticing that all of our stuff was starting to get a lot of UV damage. So that and the fact that it was super hot. So I got busy and I started making sunshades, covers for our clutches, for our winches, and I mean just about everything for our sailbags, and I thought I did a pretty good job. But boy, it's a lot different now than what it was before, because before I used scraps and I didn't really, actually no, I didn't measure. And I thought I did okay. I mean, everything turned out and it fit properly, but this time around is different because now I think I know a little bit more, even though I'm a little rusty, and I'm doing other things that are different, such as using a tape measure, a straight edge. I'm even using the right marking tools, the soapstone pen or pencil, and I'm even using the basking tape. I get to now also cut with one of those hot blades, which really helps out so nothing frays. So this is the first of many projects and I'm excited, and I'm starting small because I think that I will get better over time. So we'll see. This one is actually, I'm doing the sail, it's actually a cover for the control panel outside, because we're noticing that with the south wind and being at a dock, we're getting a little waterlogged out there. So we want to make sure that nothing deteriorates while we head south. So the first of many projects. Well, the first cover is done, and I gotta admit it, I'm a lot rustier than I thought. But that's okay, because this is just the first of many projects. I got 2 more to complete, and I'm gonna pass this off to Teal so then he can put the hardware on. You know, we're gonna have a lot more sewing canvas work to be done. And at that point, maybe we'll be able to justify the purchase of a sailrite. In the meantime, this singer is going to do just fine. Well, what do you think?
I think it'll work.
Not bad for the first time in a long time, right?
It's not your best work.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
Thanks.
It looks good, actually.
You suck.
No, I think so.
No, I'll get better. This is good practice, because once we start getting into the major stuff.
Oh, major stuff's coming, so this. So look at that. Huh? I like it. Get the rest of this hardware on, and I'll test fit it, see how we did.
Alright, so the second cover is just about done. I thought this would be a lot harder than it was, but it wasn't. So I feel pretty good about it. The third one is going to be a hard one, because I don't even know how I'm going to do a box. So you'll just have to wait till next week to see how well I do, because I guarantee I'm going to be pretty frustrated with that one. Huh. Not bad.
Okay, looks like these covers are going on nice and smooth so far. Just a little bit more hardware, and I'll be done for the day. And there we go.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of Onboard Lifestyle. We hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, be sure that you're subscribed to our channel and hit that notification bell for future videos. Also, we wanted to say a huge thank you to our patrons. Without your support, we wouldn't be able to create these videos and share with you all. As you can see, I am elbow deep in more crab, so it looks like I'm going to be making something special tonight for everybody. And I'm thinking it's going to be a coconut curry soup. See you guys next week.